When I was younger, I actually wanted to be an architect. So at high school, I was really into technical drawing, and I thought like a career in architecture or civil engineering might be a path I'd go down. However, as I went on, my sort of interest leaned more towards sort of digital design side of things. So instead of designing houses, now design apps, which I'm sure is just as fun. I graduated university with a BA in applied graphics, which was basically a mixture of a few different design disciplines such as web design, animation, video editing, as well as digital design. After moving on from uni, I then worked as a sort of freelance web designer for about a year, teaching myself web design, so HTML, CSS, as well as things like WordPress as well, so a content management system, which at the time was sort of in its infancy. After that, I moved on to my sort of first industry job as a web operator at a professional photo lab. Got experience managing websites, again sort of using different sort of content management systems, not just WordPress, but other ones as well. I then quickly moved on and became a digital designer within that company as well. So I took on more sort of more design focused tasks, creating things like newsletters, sort of graphics for social media, as well as actual graphical content for the websites themselves. After that, I then moved to an app design software company. That's where I sort of taught myself a lot of UI and UX. That's where I really sort of got experience using these sort of design disciplines, as well as all different pieces of software such as prototyping. It's sort of, you know, obviously your Photoshop, Sketch, all these sort of different packages that are sort of available, and that sort of brings me up to my current day, where I'm now sort of Pulsion senior digital designer. I've been here for just over 4 years, and yeah, I'm loving it so far. I think one really important thing is to try and build up your sort of design portfolio as much as you can before you start going out and you're looking for sort of industry jobs, even if that's doing like freelance work, or even if it's like unpaid work, or even just like projects you've got an interest in, just something to try and build it up as much as possible. So when you go out there going for interviews, you've already got this, you know, nice variety of content for your portfolio. It's not just maybe stuff you've done at the college, university. It's maybe more kind of relevant stuff, which that should help you. Secondly, I think you should definitely have a look at all the different types of design software out there. Companies you might get a job for might use different software that you've maybe used in college, university, different software that you're used to. I know a lot of them have got sort of paid for licenses these days, but quite a few are free, and even the paid ones have usually have sort of free trials you can sort of sign up for. So definitely that would be two pieces of advice I would ever give. I've described my role as varied, fun, challenging and rewarding. I definitely think AI or artificial intelligence is going to be the biggest thing to affect the software development sort of industry within the next few years. It's obviously been a big thing in the media recently. OpenAI, ChatGPT, things like that are, you know, out there, becoming more and more commonly used. And even at Pulsion, we've embraced AI. We have AI in our sort of new requirements gathering software, Recommend, which was just launched this year. So we've kind of sort of fully embraced AI, where I know a lot of people are quite, you know, maybe scared of it, or they don't know how to approach it. But I think as long as you go in with sort of open mind and see how it can actually improve your workflow and help you, I think it could be a good thing for the industry as a whole. With Pulsion being a sort of smaller company, I get the chance to work with a large variety of different clients across a number of different sectors as well, so it keeps the days varied and challenging. You know, I'm not just working on the one piece of software, the one product every day. You know, I'll get my days are definitely very varied, and it always sort of keeps me on my toes. I'm actually a big fan of retro gaming and collecting old consoles and old sort of tech and computers and that sort of thing. I think being a sort of child that grew up in the sort of late 80s, 90s, I've got a lot of nostalgia for sort of aging technology. So I've got a nice little collection going in my office, which will no doubt grow over the next few years. Outside of work, I enjoy playing badminton and squash with my friends and colleagues. I try and play sort of at least once a week. I'm also a big music fan and try and go to as many gigs as possible, and I'm always try look the latest albums and records I can collect as well. I'm a big movie fan as well. I love going to the cinema as often as I can, at least once a week. And I've got quite a big sort of Blu-ray movie collection at home as well, so it's all good.